What's up, everybody? It's Jaiden Cable here with Home of Fight. Today, I'm here with Mohammed Usman. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, big win. How you feeling mentally, physically, everything? How you feeling?
I feel good. One of those things in sports. You get the win, you can take a deep breath for a second, and then back to the drawing board. So I feel good, man.
Did anything surprise you in your last fight?
No. You always expect everything when you fight. You expect from the best to the worst. You prepare for everything. I mean, the first kick surprised me.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those where like that very first transaction in the fight. It was just kind of like unexpected. So when he kicked me, it was like I didn't expect it to be as hard as it was. So it's like, holy shit, So I had to kind of catch my balance. But I regrouped, and everything happened just exactly how we worked it.
What really stood out was your pace. I mean, usually heavyweights don't really have, endurance like you did last fight. What did you do to train for that?
Oh, man, I did a lot more. I added in a lot more boxing. I added in a lot more core work, ab work. I wanted to just make sure I was in the best shape possible going into this fight, knowing that he's an Olympic medalist. I wanted to make sure that I was just prepared for whatever he was going to do to me in there.
I mean, where does that win put you now in the heavyweight division?
Man, sometimes I sit back and think about it like, wow, I was a football player before I started doing this. So, every day for me doing this is, is a real blessing too. Like when you Kamaru's brother, but it's like, I'm Mohammed Usman. I've been playing sports my whole life, from football to fighting. And I'm here, I'm 4-2. That was my first contract in the UFC, and now I'm going into my second contract. I was 4-2 on my first contract after winning the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know. I'm not a betting man, but I think I did pretty well on my first stint, and I'm excited. I'm motivated, and I'm excited for this next phase of my UFC career.
Oh, no, 100%. You did great. And then also, I spoke to your coach today. It wasn't that you got hit, but you were off balance in some of the fight. Did you notice that?
Yes, it's the number one thing. You want to be balanced in the fight, and it's a lot of it is just being off balance and trying to regain your balance. Yeah. So you go through this wiggly phase of trying to get your equilibrium back in the fight. So that's why a lot of those moments looked crazy in the first round, because you will do something and you'll be like twisted, and then you're trying to get back balance, and then it was a lot, But and it just comes from working harder and on my lower body and making sure I'm where I need to be.
Yeah. Well, the fight was in Azerbaijan. How was that?
Man, Azerbaijan is probably, if not the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. It was so gorgeous, from the food to the scenery to the people. Azerbaijan is amazing.
Would you want to fight there again?
I'm praying to God we have another fight there. Baku is one of the best places that I've been to in my fight career. I won't even begin to tell you. From the fans to the hospitality, it's just really good people, man. To the massage guy I had, man, they're really good people, man, and they prepared me for battle.
Yeah, they definitely did. Are there any maybe specific foods you had there that were different?
No, all the food was kind of different, but I just try to keep it simple. Like I'll eat steak, chicken. You try to eat the simple things that you know what you're eating. And I remember. It was funny, the night before my fight, we had like a big dinner. Yeah. So I was waiting for them to bring out like the chicken and the steak. And then they brought out a huge thing of lamb, but I don't eat lamb, right? Because they eat lamb over there a lot. I don't eat lamb. So they're eating lamb, and they're like, oh, your chicken and your steak is coming out. I'm like, okay, good, okay, sounds good. And then they bring out another huge thing of lamb, and I'm like, holy fuck, round two? How much lamb are you gonna eat? You eating all the fucking lamb in Azerbaijan? And, I thought that was pretty funny. And then the dude still messaged me to this day and say, "Oh, this goddamn lamb," and because that's what I said, So it was that was funny.
Let's get even that fight. Are there anyone else you want to fight? Who else do you want to fight? Looking back at it now.
Who else do I want to fight?
Yeah. After that fight, who do you think you get next?
They're gonna give me somebody, man. You know, like, and I was seeing certain of the rankings, the dude Peterson beat me and got a top 15 fight, and I mean, the dude was undefeated. He's beat a lot of good dudes that even got close to the top 15. Dontel Mays was in the top 15. And he beat him, but I mean, he was undefeated. So I'm preparing for the best guy that I probably ever fought in my life, because they're gonna give me a step up. You know, every time you fight, you kind of put that in your mind that you just beat this little tier. So you're gonna go up to a different, So it's like now you know they're gonna give you another tier of a guy that's a little tougher than this guy, but you know, but it's every fight is beatable.
What are your thoughts on maybe a Shamil Gaziev fight?
That would be good. I've watched Rosenstruck fight him. You always put everybody in your database in the heavyweight division that you might potentially fight. So I've examined him, and like I've examined all the fighters, like I did on The Ultimate Fighter. I wrote down everybody's names, their weaknesses and their strengths, and you just prepare to fight everybody in this division.
Definitely. In the heavyweight division, it was on hold for a little bit. Obviously not anymore since, I mean, I don't know, because Jon Jones came back. What do you think's going on with that situation? It's kind of weird, no?
Jon is a legend, man. We gotta stop trying to attack him as much as we do. Like, I'm not even me, because I don't. I mean, I'm a heavyweight fighter, and I know what you go through to be at that level. Yeah. But Jon has been at this level for so long that people it's almost like a Hall of Fame fighter, and I'm like calling him out like, hey man, I want to go fight Brock Lesnar. You come fight me, Brock. I got you. That's basically what everybody's doing to Jon, and it's crazy. It's like he's been fighting for so long. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, you want to get him on his way out? You know, like, I'm glad he retired, man. He deserves it. You can retire. Yeah, exactly, but he retired and came back just to.
He retired for 3 days.
But he did that just to keep everybody guessing and keep everybody leaving them. Just leave me alone. Like, if I want to fight, I'll fight. If I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight. Yeah. And that's simple.
Who do you think I mean, he came back. He might fight someone. Who do you think he's going to fight?
I mean, the only fight that he wants. The fight that everybody wants, he doesn't want, which I understand why. So for his legacy, why not fight a Francis Ngannou if he wants to come back? Fight or Pereira, something that excites him. Like, don't get me wrong, Aspinall is a great fighter, but it doesn't excite him. You're coming in to fight a complete fighter, right? In Aspinall that wrestles, grapples, strikes, but that does not excite me. I mean, don't get me wrong. The younger, fresher guy is going to excite you in a certain way, but it's like you want fights to guys that have like Ngannou that have been champ more than once. Like, go defend the belt, do your thing. Then we'll fight down the road if that's what it is, And I would think Aspinall would understand that too. But I get it. Everybody's going to call out who's going to make them the biggest money.
Well, at the same point, I mean, Aspinall, I feel like obviously deserved it, and I mean, you could even say that Jon Jones got the Daniel Cormier fight when Daniel Cormier wasn't, when Daniel Cormier was older. Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, it's like it goes hand in hand, no?
Daniel has came out and said that he was in the best shape of his life when he fought him. So for Daniel to say he was in the best shape of his life when he fought Jon speaks a lot about Jon.
Yeah. Well, also another situation going on in the welterweight division. Your brother in Belal. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts. I mean, we're ready for everybody. My brother, he's always ready. I feel like we've had Belal on our radar for so long because he's just such a hater. And he's just been calling my brother out and wanting that fight for so long that sometimes you get your wish.
So you think that's the fight that we could see?
I mean, if that's the fight the UFC wants to make happen and come with the right numbers for my brother, I don't see why not.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the winner of that would obviously get the title shot, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably makes most sense. 100%. And then, you think so?
I think so. You know, I don't know. Like does Shavkat have a fight?
I don't think it's confirmed yet. Nothing's confirmed yet, but I feel like he's gonna get a title shot soon.
Yeah, I think they'll do that. I think my brother will get one more fight, and then Jack just won the fight from Belal, and my brother just beat Buckley that was on a tear. So I see that. I see the UFC making that happen, and us getting beating Belal, and then going fighting for the belt again.
I know he's your brother, and obviously one of the greats of all time. But were you just still surprised he could just beat Buckley like he did at this age and just do it like that?
This age, he's not that old. He's 38.
He's a vet in the game, though.
Of course, but he's 38 years old. He's not that old, and he's been doing this shit for a long time, man. And I knew it. That's his strength. His strength is grappling and is pushing his pace, and that's exactly what he did. He pushed his pace. He grappled. He did what he needed to do with Belal.
Yeah, against a young Buckley is crazy, though. I mean, the Buckley, I feel like he was a big favorite, no?
Buckley was a favorite going into that fight. He was definitely a favorite. But bro, I knew he could do it, and he got it done.
100%. And then also, you've played college football. What was it like transitioning from college football to fighting?
It was pretty intense. I want to say it wasn't a bad transition because it's such an explosive sport, and so it wasn't a super bad transition. But when it comes to everything else, it was hard. But when it comes to just being like grabbing people and slamming them, it wasn't hard. It was just that constant repetition every day. And you learn something about fighting is you just got to show up every day, and just keep going, man. And it gets hard, when the body starts to break down, and then you still got to keep showing up anyway. Then you realize, okay, it's not for everybody. Yeah. So I understand what separates the guys that really want it from the guys that say they want it. It's what you put in it, It's all the work you put into wanting to be the best, wanting to be better than what you was yesterday. Yeah. Just putting one step after the other, and you just keep growing, man, and have a short memory, Like, I can go lose in a bad fight, but that's the thing, all these fights that I've lost have been super close. I can easily be 6-0 in the UFC right now when I look back at all these fights that I've lost that I did to myself, So when I go back and I see these things, and you just want to correct your mistakes and come better.
What was it like? I mean, like, what was when were you you're like, all right, I'm going to change from college football to fighting? Like, what was going on?
I bounced around. I got picked up a couple NFL teams. I was bouncing around in the practice squad a little bit. I even went overseas to NFL Europe. I played a year over there in Sweden, came back, and I was working a job at LA Fitness. And I was like an assistant general manager there, of training, getting people signed up for training sessions. And I was doing a very good job at it. And but it was like something missing from me, And I would train because I would have an hour lunch breaks. So every lunch break, I would go train with my coach that I was training for football to get picked up. And that was my brother my brother was having a lot of success at that time. And I don't know what it was. It was like a light bulb that goes off in your head, right? I'm training. Right after I get done training, I was like, Coach, I'm going to start fighting. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, Coach, I'm going to freaking start fighting. And he was like, let's go. So I did like 6 months of training and just jumped in the fire. When
you first started off your career, I mean, which fight was it that really made you know that, like, I'm going to be in the UFC?
Oh, man. I want to say, when I first started my career, certain fights that I had that, when you have it, right? Like the first fight, I took him down, I Kimured him. Second fight, took him down, Kimured him. Third fight, took him down, TKO. I didn't want to Kimura. And then the fourth fight, I lost. I fought Dontel Mays. And I lost. And that was the first fight my brother was like, okay, you can do this. Because we went 3 rounds. And he hit me pretty hard in that fight. And, I was they were saying, that at that point in my career, probably not the best fight for me to take. But they were kind of rushing me. They were rushing me a little bit to Contender Series after 4 fights. So, yeah, man, I lost. After that first loss, I was like, I think I can do this. When you get a little blood trickling down. My brother started being like, okay. After the fight, I'm like all sad and shit, and he's happy. I was like, why are you happy? He was like, yeah, man, you look like you can do it because it's getting hit, right? It's the number one thing is getting hit and being able to take a hit and give a hit. So, after that first loss to Dontel, I knew I could do this. And then, of course, after my first knockout, too, it was shortly after Dontel, I fought and I hit a guy. Who's the name? What's his name? It was my 5th fight. His name is not coming to me right now, but he was talking a lot, and I don't know, man. I just, when you're in the fight, and I just saw his head do this, and I just threw a right hand and touched him, and he just fell, and I was just like, I don't know. That's when you kind of know you have a gift, like
heavyweight power.
Yeah, like, and I don't know how to explain it, but like anything, right? Like when I first started playing football, like you said, you played lacrosse. I mean, I know, before stuff happened, like, you knew you could just do certain things too that other people can't do naturally, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that for football or for fighting. I have certain gifts and certain skills and abilities that a lot of other people don't have that I can hone into, So for me having that, it gives you that sense that, like, okay, I just got to work on it, So then when I touch this guy, and it's like you touch a guy, not hit him hard, just touch him, and then he drop, and then it makes you really understand, like, okay, well, I can do this, And people need to stop giving the heavyweight shit because they don't understand how much power is going on in the octagon. Yeah. Like, I need the world to really understand this. There's so much power in the octagon when heavyweights fight. It's not even funny. It's not normal, and I need people to really understand that. When we fight, and that's how you guys, this fight looks like this, it looks like that. Let one of those punches touch you, your head will explode. That's literally what we're dealing with in there. We're not 155 rolling around, fake takedowns 100 times. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're hitting each other really hard. So I need the world to understand a heavyweight fight is different than any other fight you're going to see, even a light heavyweight fight, because there's so much power in the octagon. From the worst heavyweight fighter to the best heavyweight fighter, there's not one guy does not have power at the heavyweight division. So I need them to start putting respect on heavyweights because we work freaking hard. And I don't care how athletic some of these guys look or anything. We're some of the best. We are the best fighters in the world.
Heavyweight's the best division?
Hands down. At the end of the day, you can say all these divisions are good because they show more a little bit and grapple and do all this other stuff and have cardio. It's easy to have cardio when you're 200 pounds less, when you're 150 pounds less. Any of these dudes go get hit one time from a heavyweight and they come talk to me. One of them. Then come talk to me. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's like saying Floyd Mayweather is going to go fight Mike Tyson. Yeah. Bro, what are we talking about here?
What about pound for pound?
Pound for pound, I would have to give it to what's his name?
Pantoja?
No, I would give it to
Merab.
I would give it to Merab because Merab, and the reason I'm saying Merab is because what's his name has been doing. Ilya is doing great too.
Oh my God.
Ilya is doing really good, knocking guys out left and right. But Merab, for me, has showed something. Merab, for me, has showed a lot. He showed just from his grappling to his attacks against some of these guys. Merab I'll give it to him right now. When it comes to fighting, I want to say it's Merab then Ilya for me.
Islam?
No, Ilya.
Where is Islam?
Islam goes right there too, because Islam is deadly too. I'm just saying from activity to what I've been seeing.
Yeah. He's not as active as others.
Don't get me wrong. Islam is great, but from Merab's activity to Ilya to Islam, I think those three guys right now are on the top of the food chain when it comes to
For sure.
our organization.
For sure. And then also, we talk about football. One of the fun questions I had for you was, you have all these UFC fighters. Which UFC fighter do you think would be the best if they had to transition to football?
Which UFC fighters would be the best?
Yeah. Give me your top three.
top 3 UFC fighters that would be the best if they transition to football.
Yep.
Let me see. That's a tricky one. I'm trying to think which ones. Like I'm just thinking at heavyweight right now too. In any other weight classes, I mean, a lot of those guys are small.
Wide receivers, maybe. You never know.
Wide receivers, so we can go to welterweight. I don't know. I think Derek Lewis would be good at like D tackle.
He might be a center.
He might be like a defensive tackle or a center.
I can see that.
You know, I can see Derek Lewis doing good. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, Francis Ngannou would be a monster coming off the defensive end.
Israel Adesanya, wide receiver.
I can see Adesanya at wide receiver. I even seen what's that other dude? He's a 155er, I think. Woodson.
Oh my God.
He's so tall.
He's
you
like
know?
big.
So I could see him doing receivers. You know, coming out and what's his name? I wanna, cause I mean I play linebacker, so I'll just fall in there. And I'm trying to see who.
Well, you don't count, obviously.
I'm trying to see who would be a good running back.
Who would be a good running back?
Oh, I'm trying to see. He's a power. Oh, that new dude with no neck, Finney.
Oh, Torres
Finney would be. They might even want to put him at linebacker.
He used to play football.
He did. He looks like it.
Yeah.
That dude, you know. So Finney might do good too. So, you know, he looks.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
You know, he looks like it.
Yeah, I mean that was a solid list right there. All of a sudden you become Belichick, right?
Yeah, exactly, right? Fuck.
Well, maybe let's talk about your hometown. You're from Nigeria. What does it mean to you to represent Nigeria?
Man, representing Nigeria means the world to me. You know, it's where me and my older brothers were born, and now that we're getting older, it's it means a lot more to you, you know, where you're from, like your upbringing, your life, right? Now that we're getting older and it's like we're carrying this flag forward. And it's just, that's why, you know, any chance I get, I'll post my flag, I'll put it up because it means a lot to me. It's where, you know, family for me is everything. From my mom, my dad, just from where we were raised is family is everything for me, you know? And it's what fuels me. My family is what fuels me to continue to go, to continue to work hard, because the smile on my mom's face, my dad's face when me and my brothers win, I feel like as you get older, you realize you really start to appreciate it more, because that smile is like fire for me. It fuels me because you want that more and more, you know? You want your mom and dad to be like, yes, we got another one. You know, it's like, and in our culture, that's like our badge of honor, because, you know, in our culture, your last name matters a lot. So when you go to all these villages and go to all these places and they say, yeah, Usman, oh yeah, your sons are very good. You know, like, you know, that energy is what drives me, man. Of course, my own family too, my kids, and just you know, just being able to be the best I can, man, and just keep going on this path and this mission that, you know, like sometimes you don't know where it's gonna take you. You just know you just gotta do it, right? Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, just keep doing it, just keep putting your best foot forward, and you get out what you put in, you know?
100%. It's always good to, you know, rep your home. And then also, I believe your father's first fight he ever watched was a title shot, right? It was a title for Kamaru Usman in person.
Oh, yes. We were all there for that. It was emotional, man. And that was the first fight he was in person. And
what a good fight.
Yeah, it was. And I could already imagine how he was feeling. He was probably nervous wreck. You know, we all nervous. If my brother's fighting, I'm a nervous wreck. If I'm fighting, I know he is. You know, it's just we just all show it in our own way. You know, but same with our parents. You know, they get so nervous. My mom probably prays from as soon as I get the bout agreement to the end of the fight. She's praying. So my mom will probably go months of prayer. As soon as they sign a bout agreement to fight whoever, she'll start praying every day until the fight is over, you know? So we got a lot of family support. We have a lot of You know, we're just blessed, man. Our culture is everything for us, and it fuels us. And sometimes when I look up and it says only five Nigerians in the history of the UFC have only been in this organization, it shows us like only 5 of us has made it into this organization, man. It's freaking nuts.
It's crazy. I mean, you should definitely be proud of yourself. But also, I mean, could you maybe like tell us what the moment was like for you guys all to be together, watching your brother, you know, to have his hand raised for the title, all the family together?
Man, it was like a surreal moment, you know. When you say life is a movie, it's literally a movie. It was just a surreal moment, you know. And I want to say every moment like that for me is like motivation. Just seeing my brother's hand raised, seeing him accomplish this goal that he's worked so tirelessly for, shows me that I can do it. You know, it's very possible. You know, it's and then like sit up and then I'm just like, okay, let me go back to work. After every time I see my brother do anything, it just motivates me to even go harder, right? Yeah. And then like even us winning the Ultimate Fighter, it's like, okay, our story is different. We're the only brothers to win the Ultimate Fighter in the history of the UFC. It's crazy, right? And then it makes you understand too. It's like our story is far from over. You know, we have a lot more fights to win and a lot more moments to celebrate with the family. So yeah, I'm excited, man, and I'm excited for my next fight. You know, with Rashad in my corner. You know, from my last fight to every other fight I'm gonna have in the UFC career, Rashad will be in my corner, and because he should have honestly been in my corner from the very first fight, but he's always kind of been on the sidelines. So this last fight, he kind of stepped in, and I connect with Rashad more than I connect with a lot of people. You know, there's certain things people can say to explain things that show you like, you know, this is, you know, like
he's a good coach.
He's an amazing coach.
Really? Because
he's a coach that really understands the game, you know, and he understands how to explain things to me that nobody else can explain, that I will understand right away. And yeah, man, he's like my big brother, and it's like, you know, you don't want to go disappoint the legend, you know. I'll be there like, oh my God, Rashad is in my corner. I look over there like after the first round, Rashad is like telling me stuff, and I'm just thinking, my mind thinking like, this is Rashad Evans. I got to put it together. So I was like, you know, and I just get back composed and go make it happen.
Exactly. I mean, did make it happen. You won the fight. And then, you know, lastly, what is a couple words or just what do you like to say to your fans back home and all your fans?
Man, I want to just say, man, I love all you guys. I thank you guys for watching this crazy journey that I've been on from Ultimate Fighter to now. You know, I know you guys been on my brother's journey, and I know you guys have watched my journey too. I just say thank you guys. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. And I'll just know that you guys are going to see a lot from me. I'm so motivated to really show you guys, because I have not even close to my potential yet. And I'm telling you guys that I got it. It's clicking now. Everything's there. I'm ready for every and anybody in this division, you know. And we were even thinking about going down to light heavyweight. But no, don't need to. I'm 245, 250 on an easy day. You know, there's no need for me to go down. You've seen once I'm prepared to go and I'm in a good weight, nobody can touch me in this division. And I really mean that in the aspect of, you know when you hit somebody and you know the difference, right? So everybody's strong, but it's just a little different when you face certain type of people. So even when you watch people's fights, you'll see a guy fighting, you're like, damn, this guy's tough, and then he'll fight you, and it won't be the same. And you know, that's how you kind of look at it. Like, all these guys have fought, and they can say whatever they want, but until you get in there and actually get hit by me and actually feel it in there, it's different. So I just want to say thank you guys for just the support and the love, and I'm gonna keep making y'all proud.
All right, that's the interview. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. That was awesome. Let's go.